Hey, Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
First and foremost, we give our praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashim, Yahushua, Bashim,
Are you with the people?
double honors to the apostles, Jim Bishop Ruel, and shalom to the faithful men as always continue doing the work of the Lord. All right, well, Will being the brother, we're going to make a very quick video, just make a quick point because IUIC, because I was just scrolling on Instagram and I just seen this randomly, so I'm like, man, fuck it, let's do a quick video. Because IUIC, they got a little history of this. They're always trying to be for the community, for the black people, and that's not what the scriptures say. You know, we only for the elect, F the 2/3. You know, and this video right here is an example of these 2/3 don't even care for you. They don't care for the word. They're just gonna trample it, like the scripture says. Don't give what's precious to the pigs. You know what I'm saying? Because this is exactly what they're gonna do. All right, and IUIC been shot at. They woman tried to run him over by a car. They went to Kenya, got fucked up over there.
Got ran out of there.
Yeah, because you know they ain't using wisdom. You know you should know when to like. All right, these niggas ain't getting it. Let me wipe the dust off my feet and go on somewhere else. You got that?
Yep. This is Matthew 7:6, real quick. It says, "Give not that which is holy unto the dogs, neither cast ye your pearls before swine."
Right, and these niggas are swine. These niggas are dogs. These people was it says in Revelation that will fight that are wicked and whoremongers, so on and so forth. Give the list of wicked people. They said they are dogs. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody does not get it, we are just moving on, as the elders say. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna show this clip real quick. All right.
Right. They are liars. Somebody got robbed right there. That's why we right here. We was leaving, we came back, they did it right in front of us. All right. Knocked them off the bike, pulled a pistol on them. Then the black, they didn't say nothing about that. Then we come over here and correct them and tell them they wrong for not saying nothing and calling the police. Now they mad at us. They calling you. And we pissed off about it. I don't know where he's at. We got it on camera. I ain't putting no pistol on you. I didn't say you, brother. You drunk. Leave me alone. I'm not drunk, brother. Hey, bro. I did. Let's go back over there. We're talking to the cops. Go back over there.
I'm saying, are you with the people?
What people? I'm for the people. I'm for the people. That's what I'm saying. I'm for the people. I'm for the black people in this community, bro. You're not. I am.
Can we have a dialogue?
He just talked that shit right there. He said we for the black people in this community. First of all, we ain't black. We're Israelites, and he said we for the people in this community. The prophets wasn't for the people in the community,
No.
you know.
They're for the Lord's business. They wasn't there just to make their face be known, like
Right.
majority's camps. Nah, they was here for the Lord's business, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got Matthew 10:14.
Yes, sir.
This is, and whosoever shall not receive you nor hear your words when you depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. And we was talking about that, just prior to going on camera. Now, like these particular camps, they think they're for the people, black people. Black people are just black people, man. They're not even considered Israelites to the Most High right now. Yahweh Shemel Shot. Like the Lord is only about the remnant. All right. Now they're considered like niggas. Real talk. Spigs, wetbacks. They're not considered not of Israel. All of Israel, man. Yasharala, man. Because they animals, man. So shake the dust, That's why brothers when they used to prophesy, they was in the hood. They had to move out. What you gonna tell a nigga, man? A nigga that's drinking ice houses 24/7, man.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Shake the dust from that place and move on.
Right. And niggas scoffers that we teach downtown, which the scripture says to preach in the broad places, highways and byways. Yeah, cheap place. Because in the hood ain't the cheap place. A lot of people avoid the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, no fault. Yeah, it was one point because one of the elder brothers in Dallas, he brought out the statistics of how many so-called black people was in downtown. It was like 50%. So it's still Jake in downtown, but it's just fuck the hood because the niggas in the hood they ain't worried about it. Either they worrying about selling being a prostitute or selling drugs, or they don't give a fuck about what we talking about.
We'll give you the mixtape.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's all good. I'm all for Jesus.
Right.
And he's gonna hand you his mixtape and shit.
Right. Through. Yep. I got this Are you done with that?
Oh, I am.
I can't. This Jeremiah 11:14. It says, therefore pray not for It's like, therefore pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them. Yeah, we're for the black people, we're for the community. We trying to help. Nigga just got robbed in front of you. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? The niggas didn't even help the nigga. They IUIC. They called the police on IUIC. But the dude got robbed. So that shows you how gone these people are. You know what I'm saying? So why would you still try to help and cry out for the people? They don't give a fuck. You know? It says, for I will not hear them in the time that they cry unto me for their trouble. So even if you do try to cry out for 2/3 for the so-called black community, Latino community, and Native American community, the Lord ain't hearing that shit. Because it's already determined, it's already prophesied that 2/3 is going to have to be destroyed. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to get it.
Yeah, only but it can get it is receiving the judgment of the Heavenly Father, which is via pretty much the missiles for one, the famine, the pestilence, the evils, which goes in the Daniel 9. You know,
yeah,
that's just what's going to happen, man. All right, even after that the ass whooping we received during that period of time, we still going on. That's why going over to the Americas and going into slavery. You know, this would be the last. The last ass whooping we received. It's gonna be a great ass whooping, yo.
I got this precept, Jeremiah 18. And you got something?
No. I can get it for you.
Yeah, was it Jeremiah 18? And you can start at, where is it at? Let me see, 20. You can start at 18.
All right, this is Jeremiah. Excuse me, 18, and you said, you said
18 and 18.
18.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah 18, verse 18. Then said they, come and let us devise devices against Jeremiah, for the law shall not perish from the priest, no counsel from the wise, nor the word from the prophet. Come and let us smite him with the tongue, and let us not give heed to any of his words.
Right, so, and you gotta know, that's what people call him, the Jeremiah, the prophet. They call him the weeping prophet. Because you see all throughout Jeremiah, like I always say, this is like a perfect example of how prophets should deal with niggas. Because with Jeremiah, at first he was crying and weeping for Jake. And then Jake was not listening at all. And then eventually, this is a chapter where he finally realized, man, fuck these niggas, man. May the Lord just kill them. Because they're not going to get it. You got niggas that really get together just to come and be like, let's go talk shit to these prophets. You're going to smite them with my tongue. So it's, in other words, they talking shit. You know, let's not take heed to his words. Some people really come up and act like they want to listen. And really, the whole time, they're just scoffing.
They're conjuring up a plan to try to scoff or try to, use on, because we don't speak. I don't speak as well as, another brother probably. But, you know what I'm saying? They try to use those words and try to trample us up,
Yeah.
And that's all they want to do when they come down here sometimes, man. They're not here for to get trying to find a word. They're not there to get the food. Right. They're just there to bullshit, man. All right.
Come.
You want me to continue reading?
Yeah.
All right, come. I had to try to find it. Verse 19 out of Jeremiah 18. It says, "Give heed to me, O Lord, and hearken to the voice of them that contend with me."
Come.
Shall evil be recompensed for good? For they have digged a pit for my soul. Remember that I stood before thee to speak good for them and to turn away thy wrath from them. Right.
So, like I said, Jeremiah, at one point, he was talking to the Lord like good for these people. Like, have mercy, whatever. And we all had that phase. I believe every brother, when you first come to the truth, you try to teach everybody. You try to teach your mom, your dad, your brothers, your sisters, every single body. You think you can wake up everybody that you close to. Then you finally realize, like, nah, these niggas ain't gonna get it. Like I always use that testimony. I remember I was in school, and I remember the exact day when I was just like, man, you know what? Fuck these niggas. I was trying to teach all my friends, whatever. And then I remember it was like what they call recess or whatever. And then I remember because we couldn't go outside because niggas was so bad, whatever. And so we had to stay inside. And I remember we was like in the hallway, and I'm like sitting all the way to the left, and everybody on my right side, and they all just, because I remember I think I said something to them or whatever, and they pretty much rejected it. And I remember I just sitting there just in my own little world. I'm just thinking like, man, you know what, man? Fuck these niggas, man. That's when I finally realized you can't teach every 2/3 nigga. They just not gonna get it. They gonna play with it. They gonna trample on it. They gonna, you pretty much trying to go against the will of the Lord. That's why, especially with GMS and Apostles on down, we focus on the elect. All these other camps, they're always trying to talk about the sisters and all black people and trying to unite everybody. That's just not gonna happen.
No.
I mean, I would love for that to happen. I would love for all of us to come together, but that's against the will of the Lord.
It's not prophetic right now.
Right.
I mean, it is prophetic at the end, but something has to happen.
Right.
It's called first, in the last days.
Yep. Come on, you got it.
All right, back at it. I was Jeremiah 18 and verse 20. No.
You got 21.
21.
Mm-hmm.
Jeremiah 18:21. Therefore, deliver up their children to the famine and pour out their blood by the force of the sword, and let their wives be bereaved of their children and be widows, and let the men be put to death. Let the young men be slain by the sword in battle.
Right. See, that's what's gonna happen when you in this truth, man. You're gonna start. The Lord gonna start hardening you. I mean, your heart gonna be soft to the Lord, but your heart gonna be hardened to this world and the people in it. You know what I'm saying? The Lord's gonna put His indignation on you to the point where now you like, man, who cares about them little babies and pregnant women? All them people gonna die. You know what I'm saying? And that's a righteous judgment, because you just bluntly disrespected the Lord's prophets. And when you disrespect the Lord's prophets, really you disrespecting the Lord. You rejected salvation, so this is what you deserve. You deserve death.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why when Yahweh Shai returns, he's not gonna meet you as a man. He's gonna come down in his force. That's that. You know what I mean? That's something you dealt with, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It says, verse 22. It says, "Let a cry be heard from their houses." When thou shalt bring a troop suddenly upon them, for they have digged a pit to take me and hid snares for my feet.
Right, the martial law troops, the foreign troops, all that. You don't get fucked up. You got it.
Yeah. Damn. It's and this goes every time, Jeremiah is a heavy prophet, of course. Like you think about that, we think about like you said, martial law, 15, 16 chapter. I immediately think about prophecy when niggas want to be hard headed. And they don't want to hear. Man, troop is going to be at your door, kicking in your door, talking about, hey, you know what I mean? Asking questions and shit. All right? Verse 23. And that's beautiful because we need that to happen, man. So we get the fuck out of here. Verse 23. Yet, Lord, Yahweh, thou knowest all their counsel against me to slay me. Forgive not their iniquity, neither blot out their sin from thy sight, but let them be overthrown before thee. Deal thus with them in the time of thine anger.
Right, and this is a prophet of the Lord, a well-known prophet too. He's saying, don't even forgive these niggas' sins. But you got IUIC, which I ain't really talked about IUIC in a long time. But you got these guys trying to really save these niggas, man. Niggas, like I said, niggas got shot at and all these, and you still was out there trying to teach.
Don't save them. You don't want to be saved.
Yeah.
Don't save them niggas.
Right.
Man, they got I still got to hear it. I couldn't really hear it. But damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. And it's like, bro, like, it's just, man, like even going back to when he got shot at, like, that's stupid. Like, you could have got your man killed if you just stayed out there. Like, nigga, why would you go on somewhere, go to a different part of the city? Like, it's just, you gotta use wisdom. It's all about the will of the Lord. But you said you got something? Because I got like one more.
No, I had a couple lined up. It's all good.
Let me see. I'm gonna read 2nd Ezra 8 and 47. Because Ezra was in the same thing. He was trying to pray for the people.
Yeah.
And the Lord was like, hey man, like damn. But let me see. Let me probably start up a little bit. Let me see, be not wroth. Yeah, I started at 2nd Ezra 8 and 45. It says, be not wroth with us, but spare thy people, and have mercy upon thy own inheritance, for thou art merciful unto thy creature. Then answered he me and said, things present are for the present, and things to cometh for such as to come. For thou comest far short, that thou shouldest be able to love my creature more than I. You know, you trying to put Jake before the Lord. Because like I said, like, you know, we would love, I think Paul said the same thing. I wish that all Israel would be saved, you know, something like that, you know. And we all wish that. Moses said the same thing. I wish all of us was prophets, you know. Which we will, you know what I mean? That's why you gotta let prophecy play out. Because 2/3 of Israel, they're gonna be good. They're gonna be come back in the kingdom, but they're gonna have to die. They're gonna have to learn one way or the other, which is by that thermonuclear fire. All right. But it says, but I have oft times drawn nigh unto thee and unto it, but never to the unrighteous. You see, so the Lord is drawing near to us, and the righteous, Lord willing, be part of that number. But to the unrighteous, he ain't even listening to. The scripture says if you turn your ear from hearing the law, even your prayer gonna be an abomination. So the Lord ain't dealing with these people. So you gotta let them go. You gotta let the filthy be filthy. You gotta be separate. That's what holy means. Holy means to be separate. It says, in this also thou art marvelous before the Most High, in that thou hast humbled thyself as it becometh thee, and hast not judged thyself worthy to be much glorified among the righteous. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord is only dealing with the humble and the righteous. If you trying to be proud, if you still worshiping Jeebus and the nigger woman, or you know what I'm saying, or the so-called white man, you know, you trying to still crying out for Charlie, what's his name? Charlie Brown. Kirk. Yeah, you know. Yeah, Charlie Brown. You through, man. You know, so, but yeah, that's all I got. You know,
yep.
You got
Romans 9, chapter 9, and I'll start at the top real quick. It says, I say the truth in Hamashiach, I lie not. My conscience also bear me witness in the Holy Spirit that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I could wish, and we do that. We have to bear that pain, all right?
Yeah.
That's the job of a prophet. We got to, we have to bear that. Sometimes we might get emotional with shit, but you can't show it like that. You can't show it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If I could wish that we wouldn't be prophets if we had to, be emotional all day long. We'd be like bitches,
right.
Women.
Right.
It says, for I could wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach, for my brethren, my kinsmen, according to the flesh, who are Israelites.
Yeah, that's the spirit too. Since you said that, I just thought about that. I think like yesterday or 2 days ago, like just how like women can't be teachers, man, because they're too emotional. Like you said, like this truth, you gotta put your emotions on a back burner, because you know it can be your family member, and this nigga just cannot get right, but your emotions can get in the way. Be like, man, nah, but no. Then eventually, that's when wisdom come in, and you be like, nah, well, I got wipe the dust off my my feet and just move the fuck on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Be tough,
and
we're not saying it's an easy matter.
Like
real talk, it's not. Shake the dust or, all right, man. You know what? You can't get it, man. I'm gonna move on, man. Type shit. First and second time, the third time, like, all right, man.
Yeah.
Or the third time could be your 40th time, so to speak.
Yeah.
That's how much compassion we have for the hopeful elect, and of course for Yahweh Shai, his people.
Yeah.
That's why that's why Yahweh Shai had to show up on a very humble man, show up on a donkey.
Yeah.
Being a carpenter.
Yeah.
He had to show that type of compassion, to be meek and humble.
Yeah.
Which he still is. But when he shows up, it's gonna be an extreme ass whoop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the spirit too. This made me think of a song I listened to that my man's Garnet Silk.
Yeah.
It's called "Love You from a Distance," and he pretty much saying the same shit. Like I try to give you the truth, you don't want to listen, and I'm pretty much gonna have to love you from a distance, and our distance is, hey, I'm gonna love you in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm trying to give you the matter of fact, what he say? He said we once was like brothers, now you like an enemy pretty much. And he said, pretty much, if you truly are happy what you're doing, then hey, what can I say? I'm gonna go my way. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing with this. I remember speaking specifically, and that's the spirit too. Shalaki, I just had a dream about my brother-in-law, my ex-brother-in-law. You know what I'm saying? I used to love that man like an actual brother. I knew that nigga since I was 9. You know what I'm saying? And he so-called was in the truth. He never really was actually crossed over. He was bullshitting the whole time. But at one point I had to just like discontinue from this nigga. And I ain't feel good. I'm like, man, this is like a brother to me, but this nigga, you know, sometimes he act like a snake and, you know, and do too damn much and drama and, you know, whatever. But hey, that's just the burden that a prophet got to carry.
Yeah, they said
You know?
snake can be, you know, seen when you start cutting the grass.
Mm-hmm.
That means shaving off all the trimming the fat.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's real talk. A snake will show its true colors at some point. You just gotta like the elder said, prophecy has to take place and let it play out. You know, Lord's will, we don't be those snakes. You know, that's real talk too. Pretty much that's the point on that. You have anything else?
No, that was it.
All right.
You know, so hey, Lord willing, hopefully that was edifying. We gonna give our praises and glory to Yahweh, but Shem Yahushua, but Shem Kakadash. The bounce to the Apostle Jim S. Ruel. Show on to the faithful men always continue doing the work of the Lord. So with that, we're gonna say Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.